Good morning, YTPC. Thought I'd do a quick tobacco review for you. I've just dropped a pipe off to a mate of mine who's just bought a Savinelli Bulldog off me. So I thought, well, on the way back home, I'll just find a nice shady spot and do a quick review. It's really warm here in the UK again. It's not quite lunchtime and we're already up to 33 degrees, and I can see it creeping up to sort of 35 mid-afternoon, late afternoon. So it's going to be another scorcher. So I found a nice spot by the side of the canal here to do this vid for you. The blend that I'm going to be reviewing today is one of the latest small batch offerings from Cornell and Diehl, and it is called Midnight Orchard. Lovely tin art, by the way. Full marks to Cornell and Diehl for that. Really colourful and detailed. Love the tin art. Now, according to the spec, this has got bright Virginias in it, red Virginias, and a hint of St James Perique for a little bit of spice on the back seat. And that is the cut of the blend. It's not quite a ribbon cut. It's chunky in that, but it's not quite broken flake either. You know, it's really quite coarse and thick. But it burns very well. I've had a few bowls out of this. The smell is amazing. It reminds me a little, you do get a little bit of hay, and sort of yeasty sort of smell from the Virginias. But the topping on this is very subtle. It's almost like a lemon sherbet crossed with burnt dates, or like a very rich fruit cake, but with a splash of lemon juice or lime juice or something. It's quite citrusy, and it really works well with the Virginia. I'll just say the Perique is very much a backseat player. But all in all, it's incredibly well balanced. I apologise for my voice. It's only just coming back from Friday. I've had no voice for about 3 or 4 days. This is why I'm croaking a bit. But yeah, it is a really nice blend, as most of the small batches are from Cornell and Diehl. It's certainly one that I think will age well, purely because of the red Virginias, the quality top end red Virginias and brights. Yeah, it's really nice. So what I've done, I've just already filled up my pipe. Savinelli 320 Teveré KS, lovely silver band. So let's fire her up and see what we think. Again, straight away, you hit with that lovely sort of citrusy, subtle citrusy taste to it on the first light. On the retro hail, you do notice that little bit of spicy, tingly perique. Just to tickle the taste buds. There's a lot going on here. It's quite a complex blend. Although it's classed as an aromatic, it's a very subtle aromatic. It's not one of these sort of goopy, toffee, nutty, caramelly, syrupy aromatics that you get. It's very well done. You can actually taste the quality of the leaf above the topping. The topping sort of just blends with it nicely to give it a little bit of an interesting flavour. Yeah, I think this will age really well, to be honest. I think, once this has had 6 months in a jar, maybe not even that, just a month or two in a jar, I think it'll improve. Maybe a tiny bit on the fresh side. I can't detect any rough edges yet. Actually, I think it was only supposed to be a little. There's actually more perique in it than I thought, actually. You know what? This is a little tiny single track country lane in the middle of nowhere. And there's been car after car after car and tractors and vans. You just cannot get away from people these days, even if you want to. An absolutely glorious day. I think if you wanted to pair this with a drink of some sort, I think perhaps a green tea or a lemon tea would go really well. I don't think it's a coffee blend. Or maybe a nice gin and tonic, glass of wine. It's certainly not a heavy blend. It's not like a lap bomb, like an English or a Balkan or anything like that. It's a very fresh blend, and I think, to be honest, it's ideal for a warm summer's day, even though it's called Midnight Orchard. Just have a look at the pipe. The Savinelli 320 is a lovely pipe, and I've got quite a few of these, but they are a bit of a Marmite pipe for a lot of people. A lot of people find them hard to clench for long periods of time, and they don't quite know what to do with it, whether to hold it, clench it. I mean, I'm more of a hanger, to be honest. But the 320 range from Savinelli, probably, although I'm not 100% sure, it's probably one of the most popular shapes that Savinelli do. And it's a shape that the 320s, you can get it in just about every finish going. They do one bigger than this. It's called I think it's the 320 Mega, and I think there's a 321 which is slightly smaller than this. The nice thing about the 320, it's got a very wide bowl to it. Not massively deep either. It's great for a blend like this. It's great for a broken flake or a flake. I'm starting to get a bit more of the dark fruit now, you know, the dates. Still got the perique there. The citrusy top note is actually starting to disappear a little bit now. I hope everybody's well and you're all enjoying your pipes and the glorious summer weather we've had here in the UK, even if it has been a little bit too warm. Well, that's the thing about us Brits. We're never fully satisfied. It's either too wet, too cold, or too hot. Well, I'm hoping when I get home today, I've got about a 15-20 minute drive to get back home, that I've got a commission due to arrive from Ian Walker at Northern Briars that I put in with him towards the end of January. And because Ian is slowing down a little bit now, he's sort of winding down to retirement. I'm not sure whether he'll ever stop while he's fit and able, but he's certainly winding his lathe down a little bit, so things take a little bit longer for him to do. Certainly some of the more affordable artisan pipes on the market are Ian's. You know, expect to pay anything between 140 and just over 200 quid, which for an artisan, anybody knows, is a pretty fair price. So the next video that I do will hopefully, I shall show you the new Northern Briars. So while I think about it, the Savinelli, although they use good quality briar, it's actually quite unusual for a Savinelli to have, even the high grades like the autographs and the year pipes, the briar grain isn't stunning really. It's you know, I've seen a few, but it's rare to get a Sav with outstanding bird's eye or flame grain. You're lucky if you do. Oh, this is burning really well. Really well. How many lights have I had? I had my two starting lights. And there's absolutely no sign of it dying out at all. burning really well. Well guys, I'm going to leave you in peace while I finish this. I can see this being a banger. I really can. It's a winner in my books. Midnight Orchard, Cornell and Diehl, small batch. It's probably not going to be the easiest blend to find. As I say, it is a small batch and they do tend to sell out quite quickly. If you do get the opportunity to get half a dozen tins, then or even 1 or 2 tins, you certainly won't be disappointed. Just on a final note, the wildfires in France and Spain, Greece and Italy, I hope everybody's managing to keep safe and they haven't affected you. Hopefully not. It's a terrible, terrible situation, and I hope you're keeping safe. Right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care. Warwickshire Piper. I'll be back.